Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We would like to welcome you to the session on some basic customization and the importance of using proper alternative communication for people with disability. Um, my uh, my role today is to support Maike in the presentation. If you need anything to be asked about the region, about the language, or anything, I'm available. The floor is for Maike to present today, and Maike is one of our senior big bosses at Smartbox, and for those of you who used Grid 2 back in the old days and migrated to Grid 3, you're going to see that Grid 3 has evolved into a very interesting platform that allows multiple use, multiple fields of use. So it's not only for education, it's also for communication, it's for management, content management. So there's a lot of things that can be part of this suite of alternative communication tools that we have. So feel free to ask. I mean, I'm not sure from Pade, if people have the ability to put Q&A and chat. I think if it's open, then you'll be able to write in the chat or write the question and answer. But mainly in the chat, you can write the question, and then we will answer it during the delivery of the presentation. So thank you very much, Maike and Padi, for arranging this. This is the first of series. We will have, as Maike will tell you, we will probably be having more and more of these. Thank you.
Thank you, Camille, for opening the floor, and a very warm welcome from my side and from our side as Smartbox as well. I'm really overwhelmed by the interest and the big number of registration we have, and I do thank all of you for your efforts, for your interest, and for your will to learn. And I do thank Paddy for her great support to make this real, and for the whole concert team to make this real and happening. Thank you to all of you. So we're a lot of people around the world today, and it's always hard to understand who knows what, who is where. This is very vague. You're like some kind of a black box to me. So I want to mention two main topics here. I will do a tour through Grid as a hands-on session, and I will start at the very beginning. I don't know who of you is familiar with what. This is why I wrote a script that will cover the basic features, starting from the very beginning, downloading Grid, installing a user, and we will end up with editing the grid sets. So this might be boring in some parts for some of you, might be interesting in other parts. I do hope that everybody finds new and interesting features, stuff, details, whatever, things to learn and to understand. And I will start with something completely different, and would like to share my screen because you are everywhere in the world, and I have no really idea where you are and what your conditions are. I would like to start with a small weather report. So we have the weather in Europe, some advertising. I'm somewhere here between Berlin and Brussels, and we have 1 degree today. It's quite cold. Christmas is coming. So in other parts of the world, it's quite warm. Northeast Asia is still cold. Tiflis is here with 2 degrees, but it's getting warmer here. Dubai has 29, Riyadh 23, Isfahan 15 degrees, just to give you an idea where we are. And I would like to share the time zones as well, if I can manage to get rid of this menu bar here. Yes, different time zones. My time zone is Berlin. We have London as well. Dubai is here today. Batumi is here, Yerevan. So different weather, different time zones. Okay, and I will continue with the really, I promise, very small presentation, just a quick one to have a start, and then we will continue with hands-on and details about grit. So I share again. Here we go. Today, I present the content on grit. Camille is supporting me with Arabic stuff and regional specifications, and we will talk about basics and beyond, creating, customizing, and communicating using grit software. We are Smartbox and Consult World, and our aim, our ethos is we want to create a world that is inclusive and accessible to everyone using technology that supports communication and independence. And today we will focus completely on our software. I will not talk about the hardware. This will be content for one of our upcoming webinar series. So we will talk about grit. Grit contains symbol communication and text communication. Our agenda today is the welcome and introduction. You already had Camille. I did something and I will explain what we do on grit. We have a quick tour of grit 3. Phil is coming. I let him in. And then we will talk about choosing the right grid set for the user. We will talk about Supercore, WocoChat, Text Talker, Symbol Talker A and B. I will talk a little bit. I hope this will be not that time consuming, supporting AAC development in general. So to understand what can we do as family, carers, teachers, to support a person, a user who is communicating via an AAC device. And then we will go back to the hands-on session and we will talk about editing and personalizing in grid, customizing vocabulary, adding symbols and personal photos, linking and creating new pages, adjusting voice layout and access settings, and we will demonstrate the editing stuff. In the end, I hope that we will have minimum 10 minutes time for Q&A. We have in our meeting a Q&A section. You can put your questions in between afterwards whenever you want. You can use the chat function as well. I hope we will manage to monitor incoming questions. You can interrupt me. I will try my very best to take all of you into my talking. The timetable roughly is 12:15. Introduction will end. I'm in time. Then presentation and hands-on will be from 12:15 to 13 to 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock till 5 past, we will have a quick break. 5 past, we will start again with presentation and hands-on, and the last 10 minutes are reserved for Q&A. As I already mentioned, I have a lot of content prepared because I will start at the very beginning and I will try to do everything ending with editing. I'm not sure if we will be in time with all of this. I think some content will be left out because time is over. This will be content for the upcoming webinar. We will send out a survey form for you after the webinar. Please, everything you liked, you didn't like, share with us. It helps us to be better next time, and it helps us to develop the content according to your demands, wishes, and needs. Okay, I stop sharing now, and I want this to go away. Okay, and I open my grid. And share again. Here we go. You all should be able to see my blue dashboard now. Okay. Grid software is a powerful tool for communication and independency. Grid is packed full of resources for all ages and abilities. You will find grid sets for communicating, learning, and independence. There's also a whole suite of integrated accessible apps for emails, social media, and more. First, we will have a look at different setting options within Grid, Grid Explorer icon, and try to understand where to add new content from. So, once Grid has downloaded, and please feel free, it might be useful for you to open Grid on your laptop, on your computer, and have the hands on and try to follow with your own hands what we do in Grid. Once Grid has downloaded, you can open the software and you will be given two options, either get started or sign in. I go to the user. Okay. If you already have a Smartbox account, then use the sign in option, choose the get started option if you don't have an account. You will have the option to create an account as you go through this process. This process enables you to set up a bespoke user. A user is a profile within Grid, which is set up for a specific individual, including their content and access methods. And the next section I will talk about is more or less dedicated to make you understand what a user is and what a user means. So I can't do the first steps here because I'm already registered. So I created a user for today. This is our user, basic and beyond. You can create more than just one user. I'm the main user. I did this one for today. If I want to have another user, I can choose new one. I can start. I can name it trial version. I can choose the language. I go with UK English. Let's change the picture. We have rain today. So I take this umbrella. This voice is fine. I go continue. I can register with my Smartbox account, but for this time, this is too time consuming. I will just jump this, skip this. Now you can choose the content for your user. And you can choose what kind of content you want to be added automatically for you. So for example, if the individual uses symbols, you may want to toggle the text communication to no. If you aren't, we have text communication toggle here, no, yes. If you aren't sure, leave them all as yes, and you can remove content you don't need at a later stage. So if everything is green, everything will be automatically included. Go ahead. Now I come to the privacy settings. This screen is where the privacy settings can be changed. Here Grid learns the predictions and phrases that are typed. And one other comment from my side, my Grid is in German. I will talk in English. So please, I hope that you can match my words with what you see on my screen. If not, ask. I hope it gets clear. The prediction and phrases helps you to speed up the individual's communication, but these can be turned off if needed. This can be altered by the individuals themselves from within Grid. You can set up many different users if needed. I already mentioned, select the user you have created and select Open. You will then see the blue Grid screen, Explorer screen. So I do this user, and now I would be able to log in with our trial version. Now, oops, sorry, my grid disappeared. here we are. But I will go for this time with the user basics and beyond and open this one. Now my window has disappeared again. And here we go. Now we have the blue Grid Explorer screen. Grid Explorer is your dashboard for all of your content and settings in Grid within a user. We will have a look at how to navigate the Grid Explorer page in a user, including updating Grid and finding the settings menu. So the settings menu is here, the 3 bars. You can access the menu bar by clicking in the 3 lines in the top left of your screen. This menu is your gateway to anything you want to do in Grid. Somebody is coming. I leave him inside. So if I click on the 3 bars, my menu pops up. If there is an update around here on the top right corner, there will be an icon. Somebody else is coming. There will be an icon, a little yellow circle, and free Grid updates normally are available monthly, and these include new features, content, and fixes. And we always recommend you to update Grid regularly. So please, whenever the small orange circle appears on the right bottom of your page, please do this. A grid set is like an app within Grid. So Grid is the program as such, and you have different grid sets. One grid set might contain a complete symbol vocabulary, a text vocabulary, or accessible apps such as Outlook and Facebook. It could also be a grid set that you have created yourself. So you could have a grid set with a game, you can have a grid set with photos from your family. You can do and modify whatever you would like to have. Grid sets can be arranged into folders as well. This can be helpful if you have a lot of grid sets to organize. You can name your folders and add, arrange, and remove grid sets using Arrange Grid Sets tab in the menu bar. So to give you an idea what this means, I go here and I say I want to arrange my grid sets, and I want to add a new folder. I call it Trial Again. Fine. Close it, and now I can put my text talker into this folder. And when I click on this, so if I did this, I'm done with managing. I confirm, and I can open the fast talker from this folder. So I go back, my sites, navigate with the arrows. I drop this out. I close this and I delete it. All done. I finish. So if you, for example, want to have all the supercore or all the symbol talker in one folder, easy to go. We are now on the dashboard, and this is where you find all of your content. It is fully accessible by any access method. So whether you are using eye gaze, switch, it's fully accessible. The arrows on either side of the screen allow you to navigate. Already did this, show it again. Okay, now I would like to talk a little more about the icons in the menu bar. We have the menu bar, the 3 bars here. I click on it and the menu pops open. I have the Grid Explorer compass icon. If I'm in a grid, I'm in my Grid Explorer, so I don't have that icon. If I go into any of the grids, go to Menu, I have the Compass Explorer here, go back to my dashboard. You can add this as well to the grid sets to give the user easier access to the dashboard. So the menu is not accessible via eye gaze, but if you want to have a user being able to get back from the grid set to the dashboard, you can add it as a tile in your grid. So the settings can be found in the menu. Here are the settings, and it starts with the user. We have the user settings here. They enable you to personalize grid for the individual, the primary user. You can adjust here. Option means grid will load up into this profile automatically. The startup option selects where you want to start when grid opens. Find it here. Different options. Open the pop-up window so you can decide to start with Alpha Core or with any other grid set when you start grid. You have access settings and speech settings, and these both allow you to personalize pointer, eye gaze, switch, touch, and voice settings. So you can choose the mouse. You can say, I want to click for activating, I want to keep that somewhere, I want to dwell, or I want to have a switch. You can adjust the time, you can adjust for computer control, the size, the color, and you can choose the frame for the tiles. You can say, I want to have auditive feedback, yes or no. And you can always, if you adjusted something, test it. And if you're not satisfied, you can go back to the default settings easily. Go back, same for eye gaze, camera, calibration, activation, computer control. Go back. Speech settings. In the speech settings, you can choose the voice you want to use for speaking out loud and for your audio feedback. You can also make changes to how words are pronounced under pronunciation. So, for example, if it turns out that you have a word that is not pronounced properly, you can train the grid and adjust a single word here individually. The writing and the symbol settings are here. Both settings allow you to make changes to how Grid manages the words that you use in your chat writing area. Familiarize yourself with the changes you can make under each option. So the chat history will suggest messages based on when and where something was last said. You can make changes to your chat history settings here, including removing any unwanted messages saved in chat history. It can also be turned on or off by the individual from the grid itself. In the symbol setting tab, you can find the toggle for adult symbols on or off. I will leave it on for this time. More people coming. Here you can as well save frequently used photos. So you can have photos here, you can add, delete, and modify. The accounts. You can set up a Smartbox account and Dropbox account in the account settings. This will then automatically back up the last 30 days of personalization in Grid. Once set up. Remote editing is also possible. We have here remote editing, the hand symbol, giving you the ability to make changes to an AAC user's device from your Windows computer without taking their device away. We have contacts, internet, and telephone, and environmental control as well here. So in the contacts, you can add contacts and phone numbers and allow the user to email and phone from within Grid. The filtering option for the internet allows you to block or allow a selection of websites. This protects individuals from unwanted adverts and links. Additionally, here you can save your favorite websites for easier access. So bookmark your favorites, filter unwanted content, and you can define a homepage that will open automatically here. The environmental control, here you can have the telephone settings and the environmental control settings. The environmental control settings, you can set up infrared and radio control to enable your Windows device to control external devices and accessories around the home, in education or workplace. This might be a TV, a lamp, intercom, or a smart device. And you have the grid settings. The device settings enable external devices to be accessed through grid. Oh, this is hardware. Here we are, sorry. Such as printers, camera, and you can turn the sleep mode on configure. The grid settings allow personalizations to be made to how and when grid loads on startup and whether the menu bar can be seen or not. You can also opt into the telemetry data to anonymously help Smartbox further their development. Here we go. I enable everything, especially for the KI tools, you need this. So I go back. I'm fine with everything. Here we are on our dashboard again. Grid allows you to add grid sets quickly and easily from the menu in a variety of languages. There are a variety of ways to add content. You can add Smartbox content, you can copy a grid set from another user, you can create a new grid set, and you can browse for content on online grids. I'm having a quick overview tour now, and we will look deeper into all of these features later. To add a grid set, go to the 3 dashes in the menu bar. Here we are. And you can say add a grid set. Now you have different options. The content in grid is split into 8 areas to meet any individual's needs. You have the symbol communication. If you click on it, confirm, you will find all the symbol communication grid sets here. Go back. You have the text AAC. The text AAC grid sets are designed for an individual who is literate. These grid sets have on-screen keyboards, prediction, and chat history features to speed up typed communication, such as Text Talker. Go back. We have the interactive learning stuff here. This has been designed to help you learn your access method whilst having fun, games to learn eye gaze, and other access methods. You have the accessible apps, you have the computer control, environmental control, and very new with the latest update, the printables. I want to show you because I love this new feature. You can easily print Supercore book, Supercore book two-sided, one-sided, a Supercore learning book, Supercore learning book two-sided as well. And this will contain all your personalized, customized content. And you have education stuff. In this area, you have phonics grid sets to support education and learning. Initially, these have a free trial. You can as well create your own grid set by clicking on New. And here you can create bespoke content if you can't find an existing grid set to suit your needs. And you can add a blank grid set and insert text, photos as symbols as desired. And you can upload online grids, and this is the place to discover and download free resources for grid. New grid sets are added every day by our assistive technology experts and community of grid users from across the world. If you have created some great resources of your own, why not share them in the online grids for others to try? So just to demo this, I have featured various categories and I can find a lot of stuff. Christmas is coming. Why not look for a funny game around the Christmas tree? Grid sets can be transferred between users on the same device by choosing Copy Grid Set, and grid sets can be uploaded from grid set files on the device, and you can upload them from a memory stick as well. So, what is the user? The user is made up of the Grid Explorer dashboard, grid sets, and access settings combined in chosen language. A user could be described as a profile, which contains all your content and access settings. I go back now. And did I mention the remote editing? Yes, I did. So now I want to talk a little bit more in detail about the symbol and text communication. And I will start with symbol communication. So symbol communication is often used by individuals who have not yet developed or have difficulty developing literacy skills. Words and phrases are depicted by symbols, enabling the individual to locate and recognize them more easily. Symbols are a useful tool in everyday life, from no entry signs to telling us which the female and male toilets are to road signs. Whereas text AAC is designed for children, teenagers, and adults who are literate and require an on-screen keyboard to communicate. These grid sets include features to speed up communication and provide a variety of layouts for individuals using alternative access methods. An access method is how someone uses a communication system. This could be via touch, eye gaze, or joystick, and many, many more. So, symbol vocabularies come in different sizes with varying age-related content and can be found in many languages. We will talk about the topic-based vocabulary, the core-based vocabulary, and the pragmatic-based vocabulary. What does this mean? Symbols have to be learned in the same way as pictures and words, through repetition and consistency from the people around the individual. There are a variety of symbol vocabularies and also different symbol libraries to choose from. I will talk about the symbol libraries later. We are discussing 7 symbol vocabulary grid sets available in English in grids. You can choose from topic-based, pragmatic, and core-based grid sets to suit the user. What is a topic-based vocabulary? In a topic-based vocabulary, words are organized in categories. A sentence can be created from within the category, the topic, using sentence starters, for example, by selecting the drink category. The sentence can then be built, I want a drink, coffee. You can find topic-based vocabulary in Symbol Talker. There are 4 levels of Symbol Talkers. I will go to the Symbol Talker B and show you. Okay. Actions. I want to drink. What drinks are available? I want to drink coffee. So this is the topic-based vocabulary. Go back to my dashboard. The pragmatic organization refers to the way that language is organized. So language as such. It focuses on the reasons we communicate, how we interact using language, and can we successfully get our message across. These grid sets guide the individual through language pathways to create a sentence. VocoChat is one example of a pragmatic vocabulary. VocoChat will be explained more detailed further later on. VocoChat is here. I have uploaded a high contrast symbol VocoChat grid set as well. I can show later. Core-based vocabulary is our grid sets in which the words are organized as core words. So core words are a small group of highly useful words that make up 80% of what we say. For example, the word go can be used in time, to go now, ready, steady, go. Traffic light says go. One, stop, help, and more are other examples of core words. This means we can create autonomous sentences every time. Supercore is a core vocabulary. The core words, I open Supercore 50, and here we are. The core words are to the left and the center of the grid set. So here we are with our core words. Text-based AAC is designed for individuals who can read. Sorry, go back. Text-based AAC is designed for individuals who can read and write. It typically involves a combination of spelling and selecting pre-written messages. Most systems include features such as word prediction to speed up communication. In this lesson, we will focus on the features of Text Talker. I open my Text Talker here. Each of the text-based grid sets allow you to customize the appearance, keyboard, layout, and font size. These grid sets include word and sentences prediction. We have here phrase banking and chat history here. We will explore the many ways in which text-based AAC systems can be tailored to meet the unique needs for individual users. So you can change the color, the contrast, the font size, and font style to make it easier for the user to read and you communicate. Customizing the appearance can make a big difference in improving communication efficiency and accuracy. You can do this via the edit mode. So here we are in the edit mode, and I can choose, for example, these letters and say I want the color to be yellow. No. I want the color to be black, and the background should be yellow. High contrast, easy to modify.
Lucine.
I can adjust the typing. I want something more funny. For example, go with this. Color control. Okay. If I want to save, if I'm finished here, I can say stop editing. I will not save for this time because I want to go with what we have. So I say no, please don't save. And there we are again. You can change the keyboard layout as well. And we have 3 common keyboard layouts: the QWERTY, the ABC, and the frequency keyboard. QWERTY is the most commonly used keyboard layout we have here. So beginning Q, W, E, R, T, Y, QWERTY. The ABC and frequency arrange letters in alphabetically and most frequently used letter order. This can be for those who use switch access or are used to a paper-based alphabet board with partners assistant scanning. You can adjust this in the settings within the grid. So we have the settings here, and there you can adjust the keyboard, change keyboard, and you can choose from different keyboard options. Go back. Here we are. We have the word prediction here. This feature suggests words based on what has been typed so far, which can save the user time and improve communication accuracy. The software learns your vocabulary over time and adapts to the user's communication needs, making it even more efficient. So I want to say I. It knows already. Am. Good. I am good. We have the chat history here. And this feature is available in some text-based AAC systems, and it stores previously typed phrases to speed up communication. Once the system learns a phrase, you only need to type the keyword from a sentence, and the system will show all the sentences with that keyword. You can deactivate this via the private mode. You can activate it here, and you can activate it in the settings as well to avoid saving the messages if you want to be on a private mode and don't want other users, other persons to read what you have been written. If you activate it, you will not delete what has been saved so far, but you will prevent further savings. And you have the message banking, and this feature lets individuals who still have speech capture and recall their own voice from within their AAC system. Once a phrase is learned, the word or sentence is spoken in the recorded voice, which can help maintain the individual's own voice and personality. Message banking can be particularly helpful for individuals who are experiencing a decline in their speech abilities or who may want to use their own voice for communication. You have the store and retrieve message function, and this is very important when you have an appointment, when you do a talk, give a lecture, and need to prepare something because you want to speed up, you want to be faster, you want to have your own script. And I think some of the most important messages here is, for example, I cannot use my physical voice. So it might make sense to have these sentences stored for every user to make the world around them understand what's going on. Okay, I will go to the dashboard again and have a quick look at the timing. Okay, perfect. So I will talk about symbol grid sets now, and we will look in more details at the symbol grid sets available in Grid with an explanation as to why may choose one vocabulary over another. It may help to think about when a core word grid set might be preferable over a topic-based vocabulary, or perhaps an AAC user benefit from the guidance of a pragmatic approach. So Supercore. Supercore is a core-based vocabulary provided in 4 grid sets. We have 30 and 50 cells and Supercore Learning in grids in 12 and 20 sets. Supercore 50 and 30, the difference is the tiles you have. The vocabulary is identical for both grid sets. We have the Supercore Learning, and you can choose 12 or 20 cells once you open the grid. All these are available in a child and teen and adult version. So either child or teen and adult. Supercore includes over 2,500 plus of the most useful words and phrases that are easy to access with only a few selections. Supercore has a consistent core vocabulary. The home grid gives access to the most commonly used core words organized into word groups and columns from the left. Go back to Supercore 50. Here we are, the core words. Core words make up to 80% of what we say and can be used in lots of different situations. Want, stop, and more. These words are especially beneficial for emerging communicators to learn because they can be used flexibly throughout the day. Supercore grid sets also use smart grammar, which help build grammatically correct sentences by changing tenses so the individual can concentrate on getting their message across. For example, go, I have going. Supercore 50 is suited to those who have more precision with their access and need more vocabulary. So more tiles, you need to be more precisely. The users could be moving towards being literate. Words are positioned in consistent locations to aid motor planning. This grid set also gives the communication partner a rich and robust amount of language to model or show the learner where they can find new words and phrases to teach and extend their language skills. Supercore 30 has been designed for individuals who need fewer, larger cells on each grid to aid their access. This grid set still contains the same amount of language as Supercore 50, but some words may take more selections to get there. Supercore 30 is also available as a paper-based communication book. Supercore Learning is for those learning their access method and to introduce symbol communication in a fun, practical, and error-free way. These grids contain core words placed in a consistent location and provide fringe or topic vocabulary relating to a game or daily activity. Fewer cells on the grid makes access for the individual easier and allows the communication partner to model and teach the language within the activity. So, for example, go with the 12 cells, say music. We are in a class, we are doing music today. The teacher is using the tambourine. Tambourine, go, tambourine. I want more tambourine. Stop, tambourine. Somebody is coming. Welcome. Okay, I go back to my dashboard. The 20 cells, okay, just to complete this, 20 cells, slightly bigger, option to choose from. It's designed to extend the amount of vocabulary available while still offering error-free learning. So there's nothing that can be done wrongly here. There is an increase in core words in these grids, as well as fringe words relating to the activity. Supercore learning grids are great to use both as a high-tech or a printed paper-based resource. It would be expected that an individual would move on from these grids to VocoChat or Supercore to enable them to have access to a wider vocabulary or use them alongside a more robust vocabulary. So this is a perfect starter for the young ones. Okay, now I would like to have a more detailed look into Supercore 50. And before I switch the topic, did we get any question so far? No. I hope everybody is still awake, and I will take a second to drink. you. Here we go. Supercore 50. Open here. I would like to go through the grid set in details. We have the magic wand here. I already used it to demonstrate what you can do with the word go. The magic wand is the place to go to fix things and to modify things. More specifically, it gives you grammar options or fixing word, settings for your access method, keyboard, and gives access to apps. I go to the magic wand. I can go to apps, change keyboard, see all writing, go to the settings. I can share and go to the emojis. No, not now. Later. I go. I have places. Where are my places? People, actions, questions. Places. I go home. And I delete. Jump home. I go. Use the magic wand. I'm going. We have the blue functioning cells. This one, this one, this one. And these functioning cells have commands and they adjust what happens in the grid. This can be speak the chat writing area, navigate back to a specific page, and they can generally be found around the edge of a grid set located in a consistent place, but you can move them to another place if this is beneficial for a special user. The useful next words are purple. Home, there, inside, outside, on the top here. Useful next word cells intended to help speed up your message building, and words appear in a consistent location to aid motor planning. We have the yellow columns. These are the pronouns, people words, pronouns and nouns, such as he, them, men, girl, doctor. So we have people here as well. We have him, we have boy, we have woman, etc. We have the green action cells, such as go, run, could, cut. Smart grammar applies to these cells, changing automatically to help the sentences to make sense. So, for example, you are coming. We have the turquoise. These are the dynamic columns. These grids here on the right side are a good starting point for exploring supercore. They are full of core and fringe vocabulary for a range of different activities and social situations. Those words can be used by themselves or in combination with the core words on the home grid. So, I want to go home. And in the jump home, here you have differences if you choose the adult or the child vocabulary. So these are different. The contents are different here for daily life and leisure. We have the spelling here, and you have variety of keyboard layouts. The default keyboard is a phonetic keyboard. This means if I type, it's not an M, it's an like it sounds. Where each letter selected will play the letter sound. To change your default keyboard, first jump home menu, edit grid spelling cell, and then you can change. Commands, under commands, you will see it says jump to Where are we now? Can change the keyboard here. Jump home. And you can jump back. Yes. Sorry, need a second. I lost my path. And you can find a word. Okay, sorry. I know now what I wanted to do. So, for example, I want to talk about my cat. Oh, my cat. And I want to find that word. Cat. I go back. I have the messages here, and you can quickly communicate for a range of different reasons, from getting help to asking something or fix a communication breakdown. Here you can ask someone questions in the About You section and reply with a personalized answer to these same questions in About Me. So help, go, talk, say, ask, fix, like, me, and you. And you have a lot of free cells to add your own content here. Go back. And we have the topics. There are over 100 topic grids to explore, covering food and clothes to vehicles and health. Words are grouped together by meaning, so related words will appear closer together. Some topic grids have jumps to related topics with more vocabulary. Topics for teens and adults contain alcoholic drinks and explicit symbols. So, for example, I go to the drinks and I have adult symbols, so I can talk about a cocktail as well, or about a glass of red wine, please. Um, and we have the extended core here, and these 5 categories jump to a grid filled with more of each type of vocabulary. We have people here, we have questions, we have actions, we have describe, and we have little words. Okay, now try this. If you have your grid open, please go to Supercore 50 or 30 and try out the phrase, I like you, and then clear the bin. I think, eat, laugh, like. Oh, I forgot to delete the glass of red wine. I don't find like. Here we are. You. I like you. Clear the bin. It is. It is good. You are helping. You are helping? I want to stop. I am not helping you. Not. Anybody knows where the knot is? Not. Pooh. I am not helping you. Nobody helped me, really. I had to find it on my own. Okay, so just as a quick demo, how to communicate in sentences with correct grammar within SuperCore. Okay, now we go back to our dashboard, and I would like to talk about VocoChat, and we already extended our time. I would suggest before we go to VocoChat to have a quick break, 5 minutes, to give everybody the option to get something to drink and do urgent things. And we can continue in 5 minutes. So I'm over time now. It's 6 minutes after 1. I would like to go ahead at 10 after. 4 minutes left for you. Okay?
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I'm not sure what time it is, but I'm just going to encourage everyone to take a break, stretch your feet, take some water, have some food to eat, and once we get back in 10 minutes, we can Micah can continue teaching. But it's important you stretch, get up. You've been sitting for over an hour. Let's get the blood flowing to our legs. Yeah, just take a 10 minutes break. If you need to use the bathroom, drink some water, now would be a good time to do that.
think we can continue, shall we? I wait 1 more minute till 11 past, and then I will continue. And just to mention, I'm aware that I'm done with about half of the content I prepared for today. So we have time till 1:30, so 20 minutes left now to make sure that we have time for questions and answers. I will stop presenting 20 past, and then I can give you an overview what content has not been spoken about, and we can agree to have this for the follow-up webinar. So, okay, now I would like to talk in details about the VocoChat grid set. VocoChat is a symbol vocabulary with a low cell count designed to get a communicative message across, which enables users to communicate for a wide range of reasons. VocoChat is built on a foundation of 6 message pathways. The red ones, the green ones, the orange, the blue, and the gray ones. It also includes vocabulary to support individuals to participate more, engage in conversations, and be more independent, as well as talk about important topics such as mental health and well-being. There are 1,500 plus single words and over 375 phrases to support faster message building. Message pathway are the 6 cells on the left of the screen, designed to help you start to build your message based on why you are communicating. So the red and the green ones. For example, to tell someone something is wrong, to ask something, or to give an opinion about something. Once selected, the message will appear in the chat writing area at the top of the screen and will automatically take you to the next grid in that pathway where the message can be continued. So, something is wrong with my body. Something hurts. Go home. Clear. Can I tell you something? A joke. Clear. Or I want. Do something. Maybe reading. A story? No, a book. We have the quick communication in the orange columns. The quick communication is high frequency words and phrases that enable the user to quickly become part of a conversation and continue the conversation on. Quick word sections contains of a range of useful single words like more, stop, and help. So we have the quick words toilet, sometimes, urgent, more, wait, go home. We have the chat. Can I show you? Sorry. Can I show you something? Give me time to write my message. I already explained why this might be crucial. Very important. My phrases are designed to be personalized with favorite or often used phrases. So hurry up is already in here. Swearing. I'm on the content, adult content I already mentioned. Sorry. And we have the everyday words in the blue column. Everyday words are found in the blue column and give the users access to a wide range of categorized vocabulary for use in everyday context. This includes people, places, and more words. On the front page, the more words section is categorized over 3 index grids. All of the topic grids can be accessed through the message pathway, but users can also jump directly to them from here. Activities, home, places, my places. I can add my daycare, nursery, shelter, my living room, whatever I want. And we have the gray ones. These are the toolkit buttons. And here you will find the excuse me, this is my toolkit. You find the useful content for supporting communication and emotional well-being, as well as apps to support interaction and engagement. These strategies include talking to myself, calming down, I'm not okay. Can I give you a clue? I'll rate it. This is important. So for example, if I have, can I tell you about my pain? It's really bad. So I will have a quick tour as I had for the Supercore 50 with some sentences I want to build. And please, again, it will be really helpful if you try to follow on your own grid sets. So something is wrong with my body. Something hurts. My food. Can I tell you something? A joke. I want to go to the swimming pool. Where might be the swimming pool? Holidays? No. Swimming pool. I feel more. I'm not okay. I'm worried about my family. I feel. I'm not okay. I'm worried about family. And my message comes through. I think I rate it. I feel good. Oder? Very good. I want to calm down and I need my safe space. My toolkit. Of course, this is in my toolkit. Calming down. Go to my safe space. I really need this now. Okay. In the next section, I would have talked about basic features such as symbol libraries, why to choose one symbol library instead of another. I would like to talk about grid sets, text grid sets more, and then I would like to talk about supporting AAC development to give you an idea what we can do as users, family, surrounding teachers, daycarers to support AAC users and to make AAC part of everyday's world. And after this, I had planned an editing session to show you details how to edit the different grid sets, both text and symbol communication. And yes, it's 21 past. So let me check. This is it. So we will miss for today editing, AAC in our everyday world, and the role for us is family carers and teachers. And we will skip the text grid sets in detail. Okay, I will stop sharing my screen and we can have a discussion, answer your question, take your comments, whatever.
I just have some comments, Maike. For non-English or non-Latin languages that we've been working with, like Arabic and Georgian and Armenian. So we are slowly preparing a way to have text-to-speech voices for those languages. But in the same time, I want us to have a look at how can we have dictionaries for because at the moment we only have Latin dictionaries available when you download languages, but we don't have them for Arabic or the other languages. So we need to keep also that in mind. And now in the age of AI, it's probably very easy to just simply grab them off somewhere and put them in grid.
Yes, very good, of course. I mean, translation and localization is a huge ongoing project. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort from a lot of people, and getting better with the prediction and getting better with the libraries is, of course, an ongoing task. And I think so there is something going on with translations, and they are developing and improving our tools, and there is something coming, hopefully soon, but still ongoing. And the prediction is definitely something that has to be improved. Yes. And I think I skipped in my presentation the language choices. So where to choose language stuff. Is it worthwhile to add Arabic content?
Well,
demonstrate this?
No, I mean, I already do that in my bed usually for presentation. And for Armenia and Georgia, because we don't have the Armenian and Georgian menus and content, so I usually do it in English with someone translating the menus for us. And so far, we've been doing well. We have some good content that is being prepared and produced by Annie that I know of in Armenia, and I think she's working on translating VocoChat. in
Yes.
Armenian.
Yes. Georgian and
What the,
Armenian translations
yeah,
are.
so that's a very good step. We just
Mm-hmm.
need to give them, hopefully, the text-to-speech, the ability to use text-to-speech. And another thing I wanted to add, the AI fix. You remember that button, fix it?
Ah.
The one,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I probably would like to see in the future, like if you fix it, it will give you multiple options instead of like only give you one option. Because now if you fix it, it
Okay.
replaces the sentence with a sentence that AI thinks the correct one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
we tried it in Arabic, and then the options are more than just simply one. There should be more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is possible, but I will communicate this back to the software team. And I didn't talk about the fix tool at all today. So this would have been in the section on the details for the text communication program coming in our next webinar.
Okay, sounds good. Anyway, I'd like to remind everyone that if you have any question that comes up later on, you're free to contact
Yes, of
us in
course.
any possible way.
Yes, get back to us. We love your questions and we love your feedback. The good
You'll you'll
one and the bad one.
you'll
We need
send
it to get better.
you will send the link for the survey, for the feedback.
Yes, yes, it will be sent out to everybody who has registered for the webinar.
Okay.